great Goldmine for the 2015 NBOA Annual Meeting, starting on Sunday, February 22nd, running through Wednesday, February 25th, 2015, Boston, Massachusetts, at the Westin Waterfront Boston Hotel. This is Jen Fallon. I will be one of the presenters for today, along with my colleagues Genevieve Madigan and Melissa Zinder. So I just wanted to do a few housekeeping items just to get started. Many of you who use our webinars for Thursdays, it's the same type of mechanisms. Just press the orange control button to hide your screen. If you'd like to enter any questions to us, we will take the questions at the end. We'll answer them. So just type it into the questions box. Feel free to also put it in the chat box. Currently right now, if you'd like to download a PDF of this slideshow, you can go to the chat box and the link is there. So without further ado, we will get started. Okay, who is NBOA? I'm going to pass this over to Genevieve.
Sure. For those of you on the call, you may be longtime NBOA supporters and have attended the annual meeting for several years now, or you may be new. Either way, this is just a great infographic that gives you a sense of who the NBOA membership is. We're approaching 1,100 U.S. schools. Or actually, I shouldn't say that. I think we're 11. Melissa, what are we? Are we 1,150 now? I might have that wrong.
Yeah, 1156 was the last.
1156 even, yes. Okay, so now we're getting exact. We're 1,156 U.S. schools. So we've been growing, obviously, by leaps and bounds for a while. But this just gives you a sense of the membership, the business office, how much experience they have either in the current job that they've been in or been in the business office profession. Many of you know that the business officers that will be attending, most of these come to this position as a second career. So that's an important part to keep in mind as well, not only demographics, but in the areas that they supervise. Jennifer, you want to go to the next slide? So we will probably have around 1,000 business officers and CFOs and other individuals from schools. And when I say that, it's not just that CFOs attend. We have folks that have human resource background, might be the director of technology, you could be the director of facilities. So technology, IT, HR, and the business office are some of our primary areas that we touch. And there are tracks at annual meeting for them. So there are areas where they can then go and do things that are very specific. The other large group we see is controllers as well. It's a very collegial group. These folks, they like to share. They love gold mines. But they come and they love to be able to gather information and have tangible takeaways that they bring home with them. And so, it's very mission driven. It's all about what they have to face in their offices every single day. If you guys haven't noticed, we have a little trouble with some of the slides. Okay, Jennifer, go on.
Okay, so what is a Goldmine session? There will be 35, possibly 36 sessions that will be going on at the same time in the same room. For those of you who have not done Goldmines, this is very, very, very similar to what will happen when, like speed dating, where everybody's going to run into the room and they're all going to sit down at a table. What we're going to do is we're going to ring the bell and we're going to start. Here it says 10 to 12 minutes long, but we have decided that we probably can let you go for 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, and then it'll be 2 to 3 minutes in between the switch session. The whole entire session will be 75 minutes, so we'll really whip through there. You will present the same topic, the same time 4 times in a row. So everyone will sit down, 15 minutes. Make sure you leave enough time for Q&A in between there. We'll ring the bell, and then the participants switch, so they get to go to 4 talks. There'll probably be about 350 participants. This is the last session on Wednesday, and it starts at 10:30. It'll be over at 11:45. There are other sessions going up against it because we do hope to have about 1,000 people at this meeting, so we need to have space for everyone. And it's noisy, and it's hectic, and it's loud, and it's fun. And as Genevieve did mention earlier, a lot of people really do come just to come to the Goldmines to get that 15 minutes of quick information 4 times in that hour and 15 minutes.
this is a, Genevieve again, one of the things that somebody said to us one year was they kind of were like, if there was ever a risk management issue they were worried about, it was trying to get from table to table in the ballrooms. You know, so obviously with 35 tables, it's in a very large room, but as Jennifer will go through some things, folks will know kind of where they want to go. The thing I would encourage is if your table is full, you need to think about helping folks encourage to say they might need to go find a seat at a table that's not full. They'll have to go see a different session. People get very specific, and it is not uncommon if you happen to have a topic that's very that's timely, that they're very interested in. You can have people standing all the way around you. So, you know, if you haven't done it before, don't be off-put by that. It's actually, it actually really is the chaoticness of it is actually a draw. It's not a bad thing, but it can, you know, it is a little noisy. But I think you'll find that it's an appealing way to do a very directed topic, and people love it because they really can get a lot done in a very short period of time.
Okay, so some tips on a successful Goldmine. Well, first, we want to make sure that you're registered for the annual meeting and that you've made your own hotel and travel arrangements. Again, it was on Wednesday, February 25th from 10:30 to 11:45 is this session. Just a note for the hotel we might get to later, but the Westin waterfront where this is being held is actually sold out, but we do have an overflow hotel. If you scroll down on the page, there's a book online for the Renaissance. The red button, click on there. We have rooms available there. It's only a quick 5-minute walk right over the bridge. It's still the same roommate, same kind of hotel. You'll be all set. So please be sure to do that sooner rather than later. The next step that you would need to do is once you have your handout, there are 2 things you could do. You could send the handout to us. We'll upload it to the app. Some folks who don't make it to your session, they might want to download it. And of course, the folks that listen will want to download it. Additionally, if you would like, feel free to bring 50 copies of your own photocopied. Bring that. If you want to hand it out at the session, feel free to do that. If you don't want to carry it with you, feel free to forward it to the hotel and send it in via FedEx, and it will get to your, you can just go down, pick it up, you're a guest, they give it to you, and you can pick it up that way. We would like for everyone to try to arrive 15 to 20 minutes early. The other session will let out at 10, so if you could just get down there, we'll let you in the room. You'll notice that a lot of people will be lining up outside the doors, but just say you're a speaker. We'll let you on in. It will be in the Harbor Ballroom, which is in the Harbor Concourse of the hotel. It's across the lobby on the other side. As Genevieve mentioned earlier, we will have anywhere between 36 to 37 tables set up. Try to give enough room in between all of them for everyone to move around. The table numbers are, I should actually say, will be soon on the app. Look for that so you know what your table number is. And then the NBOA staff will have a few on hand to help out, get to your table, set you in, get your bottle of water, because it's a lot of talking, 15 minutes, 4 times, very quickly. And we'll be definitely sure to end on time.
And in terms of keeping the time and doing that, you'll notice that in general we have a Goldmine Bell. The bell's going to ring. It'll let you know that you are the time is up. And so what happens as soon as the bell rings and you're finishing up, people will stand up and then they are really trying to get to their next table. So you know, obviously you can kind of put a watch or something down so you can allow a couple minutes for Q&A if you want to, but the bell will ring when it's time for folks to get up and move around.
Okay, thank you. And then these are just additional tips for helping out with the Goldmine. As I mentioned earlier, if you would like to bring a handout, fine. If you don't want to, we can upload it to the app, of course. Be sure to give examples. This is a real good place for people who want to take away things. They want pros and cons. They want your lessons learned. They want do's and don'ts. They want checklists. They want takeaway, anything to help them be successful after listening to your Goldmine. Melissa.
So Jennifer already mentioned the app. All the Goldmine sessions are currently on the app with assigned table numbers, so you can check out where you will be seated, or approximately, by navigating to the Goldmine session under Events, and then under the Goldmine session in the About tab, or the Details tab, you can find all the sessions loaded. So make sure you download that app. The link is on the screen. Or you can just search NBOA 2015 or NBOA Annual Meeting in the App Store or Google Play Store. If you want your handouts preloaded on the app, like Jennifer said, email them to me beforehand by January 30th at the latest, and we'll upload them in PDF form, so you don't have to bring any of the handouts with you. And try to promote your Goldmine beforehand on social media with our official event hashtag, NBOA 2015. It'll just spread the word a little more about your Goldmine and encourage people to come. If you have any questions about the app or social media, please let me know at melissa.zinder@nboa.org. Also, one thing I wanted to add is that the attendee list will be on the app. It's not in it now, but we will upload a PDF before the event starts.
So here's some resources that you can just look at. Obviously, it's the app, our website, you know, the hotel website is there. I would tell you that if you haven't made your hotel reservation, Jennifer's correct, you have to do it through the Renaissance. The Renaissance is listed on NBOA.org under the hotel and pricing tab in the annual meeting. When you scroll down, you can log in and you can book online. It only works if you are not coming in and it will only allow you to register online if you start your stay on Sunday the 22nd. If for some reason you decide to come in on Saturday, just know you have to call the hotel directly and do that over the phone, and that number is listed there as well. The presentation ideas, that's probably more for maybe folks doing a full-length presentation, but you know, this is kind of a mini snapshot of a presentation where you can really focus on one thing and do it pretty well and pretty in-depth. And so anything that you give that are, you know, and I think Melissa will talk about this, that it's really good, that's a checklist, a do and don't, something that they can take with them. That's what they like about Goldmine. Goldmines for them feel very practical and tactical. You know, these are some nuts and bolts kinds of things, or very specific things that are good to cover in this way.
Okay, here are some of the contacts ahead of time. Feel free to contact, obviously, anyone on the NBOA staff, but for the fastest assistance, for anything to do with registration issue, your timing, your room, whatever you might need help with, please contact me, Jennifer Fallon. If you need any help with the app or with social media, of course, contact Melissa Zinder. And if you are struggling with some content ideas or general assistance with anything with your professional development content, please feel free to call Genevieve. And then not on the call today is Chris Kolaski, but he's in charge of all of our sponsorships, corporate relations, and the exhibit hall. So if you have any questions about that, please feel free to contact him. And then on-site assistance, we will be in Boston starting on Friday, February 20th, 2015. If you need to contact us before that, please feel free to call us in our offices. If not after that, we will be available via our cell phone. We have put all of our numbers down there below. If you don't happen to take the sheet with you and you forget, don't worry. Stop by the registration desk on Sunday the 22nd around 2 p.m. or forward, and we will someone will be able to find us and contact us and give you a hand. And then, of course, we put our cell numbers here, and you can text us, which might be easier if you're in a rush, but just be sure to say who you are in your text, John Doe, because we might not recognize your number. And then if you're in a location and you need help, put that too. So John Doe, I'm in the Grand Ballroom, please help, and we'll be on our way. So that is what we have for our on-site assistance when we're there or beforehand. And that wraps up the Goldmine presentation, short, sweet, and quick, just like your Goldmines will be for the 15 minutes. If you have any questions or comments and you would like to enter them into the question box, please feel free to do so now, and we'll take them. We already have one, and someone wants to know if you can insist that people bring an iPad or a laptop if they have them. And that's fine. People probably will have them. There's we do encourage them and write in the book to bring them to all of the functions. So if they have one, they'll definitely bring it. And in terms of for your sense of technology as the presenter, there's nothing. There's no projection. You can use a laptop that folks can look at or pass it on an iPad, but basically it is you at the table with 10 people sitting around. So there's really no way to project or to do any type of, it's more just like a sit, chat, hand out some things. So if you have more specific questions about something you want to do and you really need something, we should definitely talk so that we could change it so that you are definitely set in being able to just give a fast 15-minute talk with handouts or downloadable handouts for the app. I don't know if Genevieve or Melissa want to comment on that.
Yeah, this is decidedly low-tech and purposely that way. It has always been. So because there's such a fast change, because people are moving around, obviously there's no way to do wires, projections, and that kind of stuff. So it is decidedly low-tech. So keep that in mind as you put your presentation together. Melissa, did you want to add something?
No.
Okay.
Okay, well, I don't see any other questions coming in, so I just wanted to say thank you again for taking time out of your schedule to listen and just find out more about Goldmine. Of course, if you have any other questions, please feel free to contact me or Genevieve or Melissa, and that wraps it up. So thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you in a month in Boston. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody.